Plan B, which is this cockamamie.
So it was just a result of
scheme.
It was procrastination?
Yes. It was because the Germans dragged their feet for so long on how on earth they were going to put this bailout together that it became too late to do it the obvious way, which was by restructuring the sovereign debt. So they had to go to this crazy Plan B.
So what's going to happen now? Everybody's going to make a run on the banks in Cyprus, withdraw their money, including the rich Russian investors and depositors. What happens to Cyprus?
Well, they're not going to withdraw all of their money. They're going to withdraw, 90.1% of it, because the other 9.9 has been taxed. But yeah, that kind of massive bank run, which seems inevitable at this point, no matter whether they even implement this tax or not, it is going to be very bad for the Cypriot economy. Cyprus is a bit like Iceland was. It's one of those small countries with a very big banking sector. If the banking sector collapses overnight, which seems to be likely, then there's really not much left in this poor economy.
What fault is all this?
It's the entire Eurozone project, where where you get 20-odd different countries which are culturally completely different from each other, with very different laws from each other, with very different traditions from each other, all pretending that they're all operating under the same kind of banking system, the same kind of civil law, and they can all backstop each other. It just doesn't seem to work out in practice.
But in the end, who pays? The private depositor, I should say investor, the ordinary Cypriot with a savings account of 1,000 euros, 2,000 euros, they have to pay for this.
And they were the people, as you said, who had a deposit guarantee. And inevitably now, across Europe, and especially in the other Mediterranean countries, in Greece and in Portugal and in Spain, people are going to be wondering just how much those deposit guarantees are worth. The deposit guarantee is put on by the government. It can be broken by the government unilaterally.
So what happens next? I mean, is it Cyprus first, Portugal next, Spain next,
Italy
Cyprus
next? Second. It was Greece first. And then Cyprus second. And then the European Union said Greece was a unique case. And then they said that Cyprus is a unique case. And I'm sure there's going to be another unique case. Possibly it could be, Greece Mark II. Possibly it could be Portugal. Possibly it could be Ireland. Each of those are going to be ad hoc, and none of them is going to be quite like the other. But this is a rolling crisis. So
when you're in the Eurozone and you're an ordinary citizen with a savings account, and it says in the agreement that you sign that your deposits are guaranteed up to 100,000 euros, is that now a lie?
It means the government has guaranteed. Well, I mean, technically, the Cypriots have a clever way of answering this. They're saying all of your deposits are guaranteed up to 100,000 euros. It's just we can tax them.
They're
still guaranteed.
But it's double tax. It's already taxed when you deposit it. But then they're saying we'll give you shares in the banks that are the equivalent of what we've withdrawn. Is that good enough?
It clearly isn't. Those shares are probably going to be worthless. But no one knows how this is going to play out. There's lots of talk about renegotiating these levels. And
now the big question is going to be, as far as the parliament is concerned, delaying this vote, possibly renegotiating. They've been given the go-ahead to kind of amend the deal to quell public anger, or something else, do you think?
If they just move the money around so they still raise the same 5.8 billion euros, but put more of the onus on the Russians, that might put a tiny bit of oil on the waters, but not a lot. The Cypriot depositors, if they have to pay any money at all, are still going to be furious.
And the Russians definitely will go, and go where?
Latvia.
Why?
Well, they need to find a small country with lax bank regulation, right?
And Latvia is it?
Latvia is the new Cyprus.
Για ένα κουτί της Πανδώρας που θα ανοίξει μετά από μια απόφαση για κούρεμα καταθέσεων στην Κύπρο, ακόμη και για τις Ηνωμένες Πολιτείες. Κάνει λόγο ο γνωστός οικονομικός